very good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight on BeeTv Major News at 6, coming to you live at Benin City, the Edo State capital, Nigeria. I am Gift Uwagboy. And now to the news in details. A fire incident which took place at Old Road opposite Osarime Street along Upper Erediawa in Benin City has destroyed property worth millions of naira. BeeTv News Pelumi Mukoro reports that the fire incident took place at the early hours of Thursday started due to an electricity surge. The report.
That was the scene of the fire outbreak that took place in the early hours of Thursday at Old Road opposite Osarime Street along Upper Erediawa. The fire, which started due to electricity surge when power was restored around 6 a.m., gutted 2 apartments in a building of 8 flats. The fire was said to have started from the landlord's apartment, who was not around, and then spread to the flat in front of it. Speaking with BeeTv News, the affected occupants of the flat narrated how the fire started. They said in the affected apartment, nothing could be salvaged.
Around 6, they never break finish. The next thing I hear noise, I just carry this wrapper when I just tie, so I use a cover before I sleep. I just tie. Because which people they quarrel this early morning? My husband not the house, he travel. Now you don't come out. As I reach a step, make I come down. Now upstairs we dey. Before you know it, I dey hear noise. Fire! Now from a landlord flat landlord flat fire there. And my children they sleep. I never even go wake them. Now so I take room, enter my flat again. Can't wake my children. As I carry the reach down, I can't remember again. As I they look there, it can't be say one or they say I have to run inside the gate. Can't carry the other one from sleep. Before this time, so fire don't circulate everywhere. As I say, make I run inside, make I come find 1 or 2 things. Even my bag, money when I sell for market yesterday, it dey near my bed as I take sleep. I no fear it everywhere smoke. Now so I tell run come out. This early morning today, this early morning so. Now problem where I just wake up can't see now be this.
Around 6:15, I'm in my house when I saw this very light is lighting. I was thinking that maybe it's a fancy light, but when I come outside, it's not a fancy light. Then when I reach that very place, I saw that it's not a fancy light, it's a fire that's burning house. Now, what is happening here now is not what everybody can talk of, because it's above what somebody can say of, because the issue is very, very, very serious. But we only thank God that it didn't affect anybody. It only affects property.
Although I was not around yesterday, I came today. All my property that I have, all of them, God burnt. Please, government, please, you people should come and help us. You people should come and help us, but please and please.
In times like this, affected victims are counting their losses and in hope that help would come their way. Pelumi Mukoro reporting for BeeTv News.
Edo State Governor Senator Mondo Okpebholo has vowed to ensure that those responsible for the February 21st killing and 7 communities in Ovia Southwest local government area are brought to justice. He also reaffirmed his administration's commitment to restoring lasting peace and security in the area. BeeTv News senior reporter Best Orator completes the report.
During an on-the-spot assessment visit to the affected communities, Governor Mondo Okpebholo pledged to facilitate the establishment of a police outpost to prevent future attacks and enhance security. He emphasized that peace and security remain his primary responsibility, stressing that no crime will go unpunished under his leadership. The governor said from the testimonies he heard and the investigations conducted, the criminals invade farmlands to steal crops, which the farmers have labored for. He said as a government, they will go after them. Governor Okpebholo said no individuals should be more powerful than an entire community, burning houses and killing people just to steal farm produce, and that wherever they are hiding, they will hunt them down and bring them to justice.
What has happened is criminality. With the testimony I've heard, from what people are saying, these are criminals coming to steal what you labored for. We as a government, will go after them. You will live peacefully in this land. As from now on, the action we will carry out will let you know that you will live here peacefully. Individuals can go after a community. Look at houses. People have died, lost their lives. Just because you want to steal, we will go after them wherever hiding, even no matter what it is. We must make sure we bring them to book.
In furtherance of his peace efforts, Governor Mondi Okpebholo also met with leaders and members of Gbalebe and neighboring Injok community, where he sued for harmony and assured them of government support.
We will send you some relief materials, and we will still come here to work in this place so that you will feel the presence of the government in this land. We have already made an arrangement, as we have already started sending soldiers, police, Air Force, come and stay here with you people.
Leaders from Madoti and Gbalebe communities recanted that the crisis erupted when hoodlums attempted to steal from produce from farmers in Madoti's farm settlement, but were confronted by a newly formed local vigilance group.
We received a very sad news that pained our hearts. Seeing these our people here, peaceful people, farmers, being attacked by hoodlums. It pained our hearts so dearly. But I thank God for the rapid response of the DPO here and the Army commander stationed in Obia Southwest in Igobazoa. So if not that, it would have been more disastrous.
Please, sir, we are part of you, sir. We are contribute for your economy here, sir. I want you people to, the governor and the authority to help us. Sir, I want to lead and beg you, sir. Help us, sir. Please, sir. Please.
Attack us because of our product. They have been doing it before. I arrest most of them to the DPO for Igobazoa. So different things. We have been dealing with this case for many years. But unfortunately, last 2 weeks Thursday, I was at Igobazoa, heading a meeting with a vigilante group. Then I had a news that all these Kolobo boys and some hooligans of Belebu boys, they went and arrested one of my vigilante boys along the road. They collected our gun. Then they now send message that they are going to their farm. If the vigilante has mind, he should come and meet them in that place. So immediately, the vigilante at home, they went and met them in the farm. Even some of the cocoa where they steal, it don't remain when they recover from them.
They lamented the long-standing menace of farm theft and pleaded with the governor to intensify efforts in protecting lives and property, ensuring the farmers could work without fear of attacks. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
In a bid to enhance care and rehabilitation of children at the Correctional Center in Ugbeku, Ikpokwaoka local government area, the Commissioner of Women Affairs and Social Development, Chief Barrister B.C. Idaomi, has inaugurated the newly built administrative block, children's shelter, matron quarters, and restrooms. BeeTv News Osaroge Agwebo reports that the children at the Correctional Center were overwhelmed with joy as they thanked Chief B.C. Idaomi for the gesture. The report.
On behalf of the Chief of Staff and my colleagues, other commissioners, I hereby commission this project and honor our families. In Jesus' name.
That was the inauguration of the administration block, children's shelter, matron quarters, and restroom by the Commissioner of Women Affairs and Social Development, Chief Barrister B.C. Idaomi, in company with the wives of the Secretary to the Edo State Government and Chief of Staff to the Government, Mrs. Uma Ikilo, and Mrs. Nana Audu, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, Ms. J. Inyeseke, and APC State Deputy Uma Leader Aija Momodu, amongst others. In a remark, the Commissioner of Women Affairs and Social Development, Chief Barrister Idaomi, said her ministry single-handedly facilitated the new building to enhance and provide a conducive environment for the children, in line with Governor Okpebholo's commitment to their well-being. Chief B.C. Idaomi noted that the construction of additional buildings, including a cafeteria, will commence shortly, with the inauguration to follow within a week.
That project, like I said to you, we'll see a second building. That's that kitchen. That's the kitchen. It's rough now. The cafeteria. We're going to start that. We'll give the contractor a few days because they had to rush this. Another two brilliant ladies, Mrs. Aisha Chimogu and the wife of our late leader. Today they just brought money, so we're going to be doing that, and I'll be calling the cafeteria. So I'll be calling upon the First Lady, Mrs. Aneni will be here that time, and then she and the Deputy Governor's wife, by special grace of God, will be commissioning that in another 1 week or less than a week.
On their part, the wife of the Secretary to the Edo State Government, Mrs. Uma Ikilo, APC Chieftain Aija Momodu, commended Chief Barrister Bisi Idaomi for her commitment to promoting development and the well-being of women and children.
Of practical governance. Not too much talk, just action. We will see action, and the results will speak for themselves. I am very, very happy to be, associated with you, Commissioner of Women Affairs.
Thank you.
We've always said, give women a chance, and I'm happy. The first woman that was given opportunity, she has not disappointed us. And with what we have seen today, we can boldly talk to the governor to say, show us any male commissioner that has done such in 6 weeks. So I want to say, Barrister Bisi, may the good Lord bless you. Amen. You have made us proud. And this goes to show that APC, we have women that are intelligent.
The elected children who were overwhelmed with the new facilities expressed gratitude to the Commissioner and Governor Monday Okpebolo for the gesture, as they promised to be of their best behavior and prayed God bless Chief Bisi Idaomi and the Governor.
I'm here now.
Yes, sir.
The first day when I come here, I don't remember, I feel like saying 4 weeks ago, I don't tell.
Yes,
what you are telling us, say I go bring television.
Yes.
We don't bring television.
Yes.
The construction of new buildings at the Ubeko Children's Correctional Center is one of the many initiatives launched by Chief Bisi Idaomi within her first 2 months in office. Osarogi Agwebo reporting for BeeTv News.
The 3 days free medical outreach organized by the acting chairman of Igbo local government, Honorable Obosa Jolly Ogbede, has continued with a free cataract surgery with persons with blurry visions, as well as the provision of medicated lenses to help them with a better view. BeeTv News Freeman Osawe, who captured exercise at Western Boys High School, reports that a large number of persons benefited from the surgeries and other Medicare. The report is presented by Best Orator.
A large number of people, both young and old, benefited from the free medical outreach being done by the acting chairman of Ikpoboha local government, Honorable Bosa Jolly Ogbede. The medical outreach, which is taking place simultaneously at St. Maria Garoti, Ologbo community, also extends to Western Boys High School, with medical personnel from different fields of specialty attending to the health needs of the people of Ikpoboha, which include free cataract surgeries to address blurry visions and provision of medicated eyeglasses, dental care, glaucoma screening, eye and nose consultation, and free drugs distribution. In an interview with BeeTv News, beneficiaries of the free medical outreach praised the acting chairman of Ikpoboha local government, Honorable Bosa Jolly Ogbede, for the remarkable acts of leadership. They prayed God to continue to increase him and his administration so that he will impact more lives positively.
Thank you for this free medical checkup. Thank you, Honorable Johnny Ogbede. For this free medical service, we are very happy.
So Honorable Jolly Ogbede, Agmari Renebio. So no way la ho, no way yesima. So when you rina, equal empowerment. When you make school, then I equal winner. Equal with the aware you can now win a agric, or an church. They take school, we know. They school of agric, we know. They handicap teacher, we know. Over the major, if you are go near your fellow.
A very big thank you first to my chairman, Honorable Jolly Bosa Ogbede. He has done so much, especially to us here in Ikpoboha. I represent this ward and we are all grateful to him because now we have the You can see the optician, you can see the dentist, blood pressure, everything is being done. And a lot of cataract were taken off yesterday. So today they'll be all discharged, and we are really, really grateful.
There was a large turn up today. We started yesterday by giving glasses, checking of vital signs, general checkup, and the dental care. They are all on ground. So there was a large turn up yesterday and today. So we hope to end up tomorrow. So we want to really commend the chairman of Bubauka for putting on this program in this community, because the people are really happy. Giving out free medication, care for them. They are really happy about it. So we want to say a very big thank you. And the team are well organized.
Something that is laudable and should be appreciated by the people of this local government, because it's one of its kind, and it's something that is worthy of emulation by all the local government council chairmen. Also replicate the same program like this in their local government.
The Ikpoboka Medical Outreach Program is among the numerous life-touching programs being executed by the Honorable Obosa Jolly Ogbede-led administration of Ikpoboka. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Nigerian Senate on Thursday suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan for 6 months over a dispute with Senate President Godswill Akpabio over seating rearrangement. The suspension was recommended by the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions, citing a violation of Senate rules and disrespect towards the institution. BeeTv News' Belumi Mukoro has the details.
The committee chairman, Senator Imasue Neda Bernard, representing Edo South Senatorial District, submitted that the committee carried out an investigation on Wednesday, during which the female lawmaker was afforded the opportunity to state her own side of the story. He read the committee's report during the plenary. During her suspension, Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan will face several restrictions. Her salary and security details will be withdrawn. She will be barred from entering the National Assembly premises, and she will not be able to participate in legislative activities or represent Nigeria in any official capacity.
That the Senate do suspend Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan with effect from 6 March 2025 from all legislative activities forthwith. 4. That her office be locked up for the duration of her suspension and hand over all Senate properties in her possession to the clerk of the National Assembly. 5. That for the duration of her suspension she cannot come or be seen within the vicinity of the National Assembly, including her staff. 6. That her salaries and allowances, including those of her legislative aides, be suspended and withdraw of all security details for the duration of her suspension.
Across sections of lawmakers in their contributions expressed concern over the conduct of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, insisting that the Senate as an institution must be protected at all costs.
But the distillment of our rules to the hearing of every senator is very key. And should you go to your liberalism and begin to do cooperative collaboration in these chambers, then there will be complete breakdown of orders.
What occurred was a flagrant disregard or maybe a misunderstanding of these rules. Your Excellency, these rules assures that this Senate is stronger as a whole than the sum total of our parts.
He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. You cannot at one end seek to take refuge under certain provisions of the rules and in another arm seek to violate it.
That most distinguished Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan be so suspended, then my advice and appeal to her will be that she spends her period of suspension to read and learn our rules very well.
Today, everywhere, including Berekete Radio, calling number 3 to come and explain things, just a radio that we licensed. It's an insult.
We have stayed in this mountain for too long. Let us take Nigeria to the promised land. We are not sent here because of all these intrigues and all this rubbish. We are sent here to work for our people. Let the decision of the committee to stand. Thank you.
In pleading for mercy, the minority leader, Senator Abba Moro, recommended a 3-month suspension, which he said was enough for the embattled lawmaker to realize her mistakes. He further argued that Nigerians are watching and seeing them as statesmen, hence nothing should be done to bring disrepute to the chamber.
Today, we are faced with this situation that we all know impinges on the integrity of this institution, that is ordinarily the highest lawmaking institution in Nigeria. And so the expectation of many Nigerians is that we must demonstrate the highest level of integrity.
However, the lawmakers ruled that the suspension could be lifted or reduced if she tenders a written apology. After contributions were made by some senators from the ruling and minority parties, President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, made remarks highlighting his personal connection to the senator, emphasizing that she is the wife of a close friend. He recounted an experience from 2020.
Because even the senator we are discussing is the wife of my very close friend and brother. So I thought. On the day of our marriage, I slept in Kogi. The next day, I ran to Ubajana Airport. I missed my flight. I ended up sleeping at Dangote Cement Factory.
The suspension for 6 months was sustained by the Senate President after a voice vote.
That for the Senate to consider lifting the suspension or reducing the tenor of suspension, Senator Natasha Akpotiuduaghan shall submit a written apology to the Senate before any reconsideration of this case by the Senate. Those in support of prayer to say aye. Those against say nay. No. The ayes have it. That the Senate do suspend Senator Akpotiuduaghan with effect from 6th day of March 2025 from all legislative activities forward. Those in support of prayer to say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Despite the suspension, Senator Akpotiuduaghan has vowed to continue serving her constituents through other means. She believes that the actions against her are politically motivated attempts to suppress dissent within the Senate.
This injustice will not be sustained.
Welemi Mukolo reporting for BeeTv News.
The Deputy National Treasurer of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Honorable Chief Omorede Osifo, has been commended for championing the cause of women at the national level of the party. BeeTv News' Welemi Mukolo reports that some APC women from Oedo local government area of Edo State gave the commendation when Honorable Osifo hosted them a thank you party for the role they play to ensure APC's victory at the last governorship election. The report is presented by Best Orator.
The governorship election that saw the emergence of Senator Modio Kwebelo as the governor of Edo State. The event, as planned, was well attended as all the invited women and guests were in attendance, thus revealing the love and respect they have for the National Deputy Treasurer of APC, Honorable Chief Omoyede Osifo. Honorable Moede Osifo in her remarks thanked the women for honoring her invitation and stated how she is making sure that the Oedo women of APC, her primary constituency, and other women are recognized and compensated for their support and hard work for the party, and also appeal to them to work in unity so that they can move the party forward.
Get together. Just for us to just enjoy ourselves.
Highlight of the event was the women toasting to celebrate Honorable Chief Mrs. Omoyede Osifo on her position as Deputy National Treasurer and also for her contribution towards APC and Oedo local government. Honorable Chief Omoyede Osifo distributed gifts to the Oedo APC women leaders. Speaking on behalf of the women, APC Oedo woman leader Mrs. Esther Kolade Nadiahe thanked Honorable Chief Omoedo Sifo for all her good works and also for bringing them together to appreciate them. She said the women will continue to give her the necessary support for her to succeed at the national level.
So much thank her efforts for doing this. I appreciate her because not the way God not fit to. Anything we would say big for God, big for our eye. God go do and it go take very small. I just pray may God give her more progress. As he did that national, so he will continue to remain while God will continue to prosper. And for all the women who come here today, may God bless them.
Speaking with BeeTv News, some other women showered praises on Honorable Chief Omoedo Sifo for her good works and thank her for the get-together party.
She's really a woman that loves other women. I'm very happy to be here today as Oredo Ward 10 leader to come and greet this occasion with her. She's a loving mother. She's a loving sister. She's a loving friend. A leader of no comparison. And may God Almighty bless her for the good work she's doing.
The woman, she's a very nice woman. We want our leaders to give her a better position so that they can still help us, can still help the women.
In her closing remarks and also in an interview with BeeTv News, Honorable Chief Omoedo Sifo once again appreciated the women for coming and encouraged them to keep up the good work they're doing. She appealed to them to team up to support Governor Monday Okpebholo's administration to succeed in his quest to transform Edo State.
Today, I decided to host the women of my local government. Well, we have a saying in Benin, they say, if a masquerade does not play at home, he has to play at home and perform before he goes outside to perfect his act. So I felt, I should call my local government. That is my constituency. My first constituency is my local government, Oredo, where I've been in the last 26 years playing politics. To call the women, first of all, together. My fellow women, just to play with them, eat with them, drink with them, have chit-chats and, make ourselves happy and see what's going on in Oredo. And I'm happy that 90-something% of those that were invited were here. And they were all happy. I'm happy that I put a smile on their faces. The greatest governor, I call him the #1 governor of Nigeria. His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo, who is doing wonders, who is making us so proud. And I felt, yes, I should still call this women because before his election, I went around discussing and asking them to support our candidates. And today, he's now the governor. So it's necessary too that I still call them together now that he's governor. I appreciate them, bring us together, be happy, make merry, and let them feel that, yes, this is our government. We are part of this government. I will say I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
Honorable Chief Omoedo Sifo has been a two-time commissioner in Edo State and currently the Deputy National Treasurer of the All Progressives Congress. Best Orator, reporting for BeeTv News.
As the fasting continues among Muslims all over the world, residents in Kano say a relative reduction in price of goods and services has been recorded. Hundreds of residents are storming the markets on a daily basis. BeeTv News' Esoe Osemige has the details.
It's been days since the beginning of Ramadan fast in Nigeria. Markets during this important period are usually busy, from fruits to vegetables, food items to clothes. Trade.
This goods 35, 37, but today I bought it 25. I don't know whether they will continue like this or they will stop for many time.
Vegetable and other perishable goods used to be very costly, but not anymore as the prices of tomato, pepper, onions and other perishable goods records a sharp reduction in price.
A small measure of 1,000 naira is now sold at 700 naira. Tomato used to be 19,000 naira, but now it's less than 15,000 naira. We used to sell this rice at the cost of 4,500 naira, but now it has reduced to 4,000 naira. Beans is now 2,500 naira per measure. compared to 3,000 naira before Ramadan. Millet is now 1,600 naira as against 1,700 naira.
While customers continue to troop in for the daily iftar shopping, food items continue to arrive by the truckload. Esohe Osemeki reporting for BeeTv News.
A former presidential spokesperson and prominent political strategist, Dr. Doyin Okupe, has passed away. His death was confirmed on Friday. Details surrounding his passing remain unclear at the time of filing this report. Okupe, 72, was Special Assistant on Media and Publicity to President Olusegun Obasanjo and Senior Special Assistant on Public Affairs to President Goodluck Jonathan. He was also the Director General of Peter Obi's 2023 presidential campaign. However, his political journey was marked by controversies. In December 2022, Okupe stepped down from Obi's campaign after being convicted of money laundering. He later resigned from the Labour Party following the 2023 general election fallout and later became a vocal supporter of President Bola Tinubu's administration, frequently engaging in political debates and commentary. Okupe was known for his bold political stance and unfiltered opinions. His ability to navigate Nigeria's complex political landscape made him both a respected and controversial figure. The Nigerian Air Force has commiserated with the government and the people of the state over the aero bombing that killed 11 persons and injured 11 others in Degbegbe Community, Marudu local government area. The report.
11 persons were erroneously killed and 11 others injured by an Air Force aircraft on the 11th of January 2025 in Degebe village in Marado local government area when troops of the Nigerian Air Force mistakenly took the local for fleeing bandits. The Nigerian Air Force had earlier sent an investigation team to the affected community to unravel the cause of the incident. Now the Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar in company of other senior officers are here in Zamfara state capital to sympathize with the government and the people of the state over the incident.
11 members of the local vigilante were unintentionally killed and 11 others sustained injuries ranging from fracture to minor shrapnel wounds. So our visit to you this morning, Your Excellency, is predicated on the foregoing, which is to commiserate with you, the victims, their families, and the good people of Zamfara State over the unfortunate incident of 11th January. Nigerian Air Force remains committed to safeguarding the lives and property of all Nigerians.
The Nigerian Air Force chief also announced cash assistance to the victims, among other things.
As a way of ameliorating the sufferings and pains caused by the airstrikes, we have earmarked a token for the families of the victims of the accidental airstrike. We shall also repair the damaged part of the mosque and replace the 2 motorcycles damaged in the airstrike. Furthermore, I have directed that the Nigerian Air Force Director of Services will provide a solar-powered borehole.
Governor Dauda commended the Air Force for coming through for the victims and their community.
Let me start by expressing my sincere appreciation for the Chief of Air Staff to be with us here in Zamfara State over the unfortunate incident that took place on January 11, 2025.
Governor Dauda Lawal commended the efforts for coming through for the victims and their community. Some of the affected persons were also at the house to meet with Governor Dauda Lawal and the NAF authorities. Glorious Isiramen reporting for BeeTv News.
The FCT Police Command says it has recorded some achievements in its fight against criminal activities. Commissioner of Police Olatunji Riwandisu spoke on the success of the recent operations, including arrest of 300 suspects and recovery of large weapons and illicit substances. The report.
The FCT Police Command says he is leaving no stone unturned in its mission to rid the capital of criminal elements over the past 2 months. Tactical operations have led to the arrest of suspected kidnappers, armed robbers, and cultists, with operatives also uncovering dangerous weapons and illicit substances.
These decisive actions, driven by intelligence and executed with tactical precision, have led to the arrest of 300 suspects and the recovery of a significant catch of arms and ammunition and other illicit substances.
The police targeted notorious crime zones including Daidai, Guaripa, Jikwe, and Maitama, with special anti-kidnapping operations in forests along FCT borders with Kaduna, Niger, and Nasarawa State. During these operations, 7 kidnappers were killed and several others were arrested.
Operations covered high-risk areas including Dede, Karu, Guaripa, Jikoi, Karimo, Maitama, anti-kidnapping clearance operations in villages and communities bordering the Federal Capital Territory. When we say clearance operations, we mean operations in the forest, operations carried out by our tactical teams in the forest to ensure that we drive the bandits away and effect arrest of those we can quickly arrest before they enter inside the Federal Capital.
Amongst these arrested, 59 are suspected armed robbers, 10 are linked to kidnapping, and 16 are believed to be cultists. The police have vowed to continue their crackdown while urging residents to provide useful information. Glorious Isiramen reporting for BeeTv News.
Again, the Nigerian naira has slumped massively against the dollar across parallel and official exchange markets. This means that in a single day, the naira lost 55 naira against the dollar compared to the 1,525 naira per dollar exchange rate on Wednesday. BeeTv News' Kwelum Mukoro has details of this and more from the business world.
At the black market, the naira depreciated to 1,580 naira per dollar on Thursday from 1,525 naira traded on Wednesday. Similarly, at the official market, the naira fell to 1,512.30 naira per dollar on Thursday from 1,500.80 naira exchange on Wednesday. According to the Central Bank of Nigeria exchange data, this showed that the naira weakened by 11.5 naira to the dollar compared to the 1,500.80 the previous day. This is the second consecutive time the naira is depreciating significantly against the dollar. This comes as Nigeria's external reserves dropped to $34.34 billion as of 4th March 2025 from $34.41 billion on February 28, 2025, according to the Apex Bank data. CBN expresses commitment to FX code. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, yesterday expressed its commitment to the Nigerian Foreign Exchange FX code, saying that it has aligned its rules with the principles of the code. In a statement signed by the Governor Olayemi Cardoso, Deputy Governor Economic Policy Mohammed Abdullahi, and Director of Financial Market Department Dr. Omolara Duke, the Apex Bank said its decision follows a review of FX Global Code and acknowledgement that the code represents a set of principles generally recognized as good practice in the foreign exchange FX markets. The Nigerian exchange recorded its first gain in March as renewed investor interest drove the market capitalization up by 216 billion naira. Following the day's gain, the total market capitalization of the equity market now stands at 62.9 trillion naira. At the close of trading on Thursday, the all-share index rose by 344.24 points or 0.32% to settle at 106,780.72 points. Despite this gain, the index still shows a one-week decline of 0.83%. However, it maintains a 4-week increase of 1.28% and a year-to-date gain of 3.74%, indicating overall market stability. The trading session saw a total of 375.7 million shares valued at 0.18 billion naira exchange in 11,447 deals. This represented a 4% decline in volume and a 10% drop in turnover compared to the previous trading session on Wednesday. A total of 128 stocks participated in the day's trading, with 35 recording gains, 15 declining, and others remaining unchanged. Balumi Mukoro reporting for BeeTv News.
And now to the foreign scene, where at least 18 people, including 4 children, were injured in an overnight Russian attack, Ukrainian officials says. BeeTv News Global News correspondent Rebecca Goffey tells us more on this and other stories from the foreign scene.
President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Russia also struck energy infrastructure vital for daily life. French Mirage jets were used for the first time to help propel the attack, according to France Air Force. The strikes come after the U.S. paused military aid and intelligence sharing with Ukraine. Zelensky will travel to Saudi Arabia next week for U.S.-Ukraine talks on ending the war. He also urged European leaders in Brussels to support his peace plan. The Kremlin called the discussion confrontational and warned that it would respond. Meanwhile, Eurostar has cancelled all train services to and from Paris for the rest of the day after an unexploded World War II bomb was discovered near Gare du Nord. Bomb disposal experts are working to make it safe after the device was reportedly found in the middle of the tracks in the Saint-Denis area during overnight maintenance. Local train services are also affected but could resume from 4 p.m. local time, according to Transport Minister Philippe Tabarot. Finding wartime bombs in such area is not uncommon, reports Horst Coffey from Paris. The U.S. owner of Boots, Walgreen Boots Alliance, is being bought by private equity firm Sycamore Partners in a $10 billion deal. This price is much lower than the company's value a decade ago, showing that it struggles with debts and competition from online shopping. There are reports that Sycamore Partners might sell Boots separately. Walgreens CEO Tim Wentworth said that the company is working through challenges in the changing pharmacy and retail industry. He believes that it will be easier to manage these changes as a private company. And lastly, on global news, fierce fighting has erupted in Syria between forces linked to the country's new rulers and fighters loyal to ousted President Bashar al-Assad. This is the deadliest violence since rebels overthrew Assad in December and established an Islamist transitional government. The British-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights reported that more than 70 people have been killed. A curfew is in place in the port city of Latakia and Tartus, where clashes are ongoing with similar reports from Homs and Alakpo. And that's it from the global scene. Rebecca Goffey reporting for BeeTv News.
And now to the exciting world of entertainment. Nigerian music sensation Joeboy has once again mesmerized fans with the release of his latest single, Taxi Driver. The talented singer-songwriter brings a signature smooth vocals and heartfelt storytelling to this enchanting track, making it a must-listen for lovers of good music. The reports. Ahead of the song's release, Joeboy took an innovative approach by introducing a 2-episode short drama series titled Taxi Driver, setting the stage for the song's emotional depth. The series provided a unique perspective on love, heartbreak, and life's unexpected twists, all unfolding within the confines of a taxi. Joeboy's Taxi Driver is more than just a song, it's an immersive experience. The lyrics evoke nostalgia and deep emotions resonating with fans across the globe. The song's blend of rich melodies and infectious rhythms, combined with Joeboy's silky smooth vocals, create a spellbinding musical journey that listeners will want to revisit over and over again. With Taxi Driver, Joeboy continues to showcase his evolution as an artist, proving that he is not only a hit maker but also a masterful storyteller. Nisi Ogulu, the sister of Grammy-winning superstar Burna Boy, made a remarkable impression at the Forbes Leading Women Summit in South Africa, where she was honored with the prestigious Forbes Youth Icon Award. Taking center stage at the high-profile event, Nisi delivered an inspiring speech that highlighted her pioneering efforts in the electric vehicle industry through her company, Kemeti